So it is Friday, May the 30th in the year 2025. It's just around 2 minutes to 3 on a lovely Friday afternoon. The sun is out, thank God. It was a bit overcast, but we know we're going to break for some rain tonight. So for the past 48 to 72 hours, it's been a roller coaster in terms of Guyanese news. The first thing I wanted to talk about was that low-life libel that was brought by Cathy Hughes against VP by JAGDEO. She lost that case. The magistrate, in fact, the judge, Judge Hanif, ordered them to pay $4 million in favor of JAGDEO. Her defense lawyer, her husband Nigel, has already indicated that if not the highest award ever, is probably, well, he's saying that the award of $4 million to JAGDEO is too high, and it is his intention to appeal. I don't know if it may end up going all the way to the Caribbean court. The other thing, I saw the 3 GCOM commissioners when they held a press conference, but despite them saying what they said, opposition leader Norton has indicated that he is battle ready for September the 1st, and in fact they're soon going to announce the date when they're going to officially start the PNC's campaign. But as you know, it seems as though the AFC is not collating with the PNC so far. We have the other small parties making up of APNO, with the WP David Hines. They're going to be with the PNC, but who knows, maybe the last minute, the last week, they may have some shift in talks, but so far it's not the coalition that people thought that would have been taking place between the AFC and the PNC. The other big news, of course, was Azzuddin Mohammed yesterday going to court, the Georgetown Magistrate'S court, arrested on 2 charges, 2 counts, false declaration and tax evasion. Each of those charges $250,000, so he was put on $500,000 bail. Of course, most of you by now would have seen him in handcuffs. The Guyanese Critic would tell you that it's normal. Once you get to that stage, they put the handcuffs on you, you go in there, the arrangements are made to pay the bill, and they take off the handcuff and you walk straight out of the court. So the elder Mohammed Shell, well, of course, he was very emotional. And when Critic was about to ask a question or attempt to ask a question, he told Critic, "You are not a member of the Guyanese Press Association. You have to be a member before you can ask me any question." He even ended up calling the Critic an ungrateful dog, and some choice words that I don't think YouTube is going to allow me to put here on this channel. The elder Mohammed had to be taken away by Charles Sugrim and others because he was saying that the Guyanese Critic was ungrateful, but that's another story. So let's see what's going to happen. Of course, the video before with the interview with the chief medical examiner and Azzuddin Mohammed now declaring that he's going to run for the presidency, but my gut feeling is that Azzuddin Mohammed doesn't want to be president. My gut feeling is Azzuddin Mohammed wants to get into parliament and get some seats in parliament. Some of my family members and friends are already predicting how many seats he can get in parliament, and whether it's going to do damage to the opposition in terms of taking votes from the opposition. That remains to be seen, but this is one election that Guyanese, if you thought that 2020 was something, I think this one is going to be another situation coming up here. So let's see where all of this goes. I want to wish everyone a happy weekend, and you can watch the video.
Answers. For those of you who have just tuned in to the break news with the Guyanese Critic, I'm coming to you from just outside And this is downstairs from Court 1, the Magistrate's Court. And Azadin Mohammed was just charged and placed on $200,000 bail each for each one of the charges, and 5. Justin, I'm coming out, Justin. You driving? All right, safe. I can come, Justin. So the elder Mohammed is also here, obviously, in support of his son, since most of these. Anything for Semi, brother? I know you're always very vocal. Nothing? No. Okay, you're in representing a... Hey, Mr. Sogrim, how you doing? Anything to say? I see you're in support of Mr. Mohammed.
Always doing.
Okay. Anything you because I know it's political. I know you a man got a political background. He just announced his presidency, his bid for presidency. What does it look like? You think?
Decided. The government has decided because there's a lot of indication that they suspected that he may want to challenge them politically, and that is what has actually caused most of the problems.
Mr. Mohammed, coming to a question that a lot of persons asking
In this world, who was very honest with the taxes. Just name me one person in the world, and there are hundreds of people in this country who have been exporting gold. How come only Mohamed's alone?
The question, have you been engaged in illegal exporting or tax evasion?
No, I haven't. No.
So what would you tell the United States? I mean, they have publicly said this in a long statement last June. What will be your...
My lawyer
want the U.S. to do? To lift the sanctions? Is that the objective?
Definitely. That's what our lawyers are working on.
So you categorically deny the accusations being made by the U.S. authorities?
Well, it's an allegation, yes.
And you're denying it. The differences in the prices of the vehicles, a receipt was provided by the U.S. authorities.
Well, I can buy a receipt, yes. A receipt can say something, but I can buy something from you. You bought it for several $100,000, but from the moment you come out to the showroom, the prices depreciate rapidly, right?
So you're saying the price would have depreciated to $75,000?
Well, that's what the person who sold the vehicle for came here and testified to GRS. The association for anybody.
Whoever you says that. Whoever you says that, Chief.
You're ungrateful motherfucker. People feed you, people mind you. You're worse than a freaking dog. A dog, you keep it restrained.
I remember your finale right to me as a Muslim brother to another Muslim brother. It's such a great sin when it comes to backbiting and stabbing your own Muslim brother. It's like eating the flesh of your dead brother. That's a verse in the Holy Quran. Irfan Ali is nothing more than a dishonest and dishonorable person. I have proof where Irfan Ali facilitated and assisted with the clearance of the Lamborghini. I'm waiting for him to say that that is a lie. And trust me, anytime he comes out and says a lie, I'll show the whole country how dishonorable he is.
Do you have proof?
I have proof, sir.
But Mr. Mohammed, why not release it? Why wait until he denies?
Let him come out and say he did it. I have the proof.
Mr. Mohammed, for the first time, the we at large are speaking with you after the sanctions were imposed by the United States. The question is, that many guys would like to know, is did you and your father...
Yes, we did business for the government.
Yes, but did we pay the taxes for the gold?
The taxes.
The taxes for the gold.
All right, let's talk about this. Well, I think the fit person, as it relates to this 10,000 kilograms of gold, is Barajat. Because every week at his press conference, he would talk, he knows two figures well, 10,000 kilograms and 75,300 for the Lamborghini. Which is before I bought this Lamborghini, I called JAGDEO and said I want to meet with you. He said, come now to the convention center. That is in August, September. I told him I want to purchase a Lamborghini. He said go to Irfan and talk to Irfan. That is what he told me. I met with him at the conference.
Mr. Mohammed, this was a thank you, sir.
The question about the gold and the accusations by the United
If someone smuggled 10,000 kilograms of gold out of Guyana, 10,000 kilograms of gold, right? You think it's easy to smuggle all this gold out of this country if someone did it? Sir, but we have to make government officials have to know about these things.
But what about it being done over a period of time?
Huh?
What about it being done over a period of time?
You just can't ship gold out of the country like that. It's a process. The Minister of Natural Resources got to sign off. GR. All these bodies.
So
What is your categorical
I'm only talking to
response?
journalists, sir. You're not a real journalist.
How do you
So I will
determine
answer
that?
no question.
How do you determine
Mr.
that?
Mohammed, what is your categorical response to the United States accusations concerning sanctions? Did you or did you not do it?
No, I don't know about that.
You don't know or you did not do
No,
it?
I don't know about that. Right?
Sir,
We're here to talk about the Lamborghini
And
issue.
what will be the proposed name of your political party?
The name?
Yes.
Yeah, very soon. The country will love the name.
And what about candidates? Would you be
Yes, we have a lot of candidates from right now, the PPP, AMC, all parties want to come.
When will they
Very
endorse you, sir?
soon we will put out all this in the public.
Would you be coalescing with the PNC or the AFC?
No. We have the strength to win the elections on our own.
Assuming you don't,
We did a sample, right? About 80,000 persons showed this country we sampled. And we got 6 to 5% difference. And that's why they're behaving like this. That's why JAGDEO and Ali share political persecution. Share political persecution. That is what is going on.
Mr. Mohammed, assuming you don't win the elections, but you hold the balance of power, would you coalesce in the parliament with the PP or the PNC?
When it comes to making right decisions for the benefit of the country, when it comes on that road, we will decide.
sir,
But right now, we will not coalesce
Going into the election,
going into the
but in parliament.
if it's a decision to benefit the people of this country. Why not?
Are you willing to make amends with the PP?
Only for the upliftment and benefit of the country. That's all.
just a clarity,
What
sir.
about the PNC? Would you?
Anyone wants it for the upliftment, benefit the Guyanese people. That's all. That's my mission.
Svetlana?
Just a clarity, sir. You spoke about the president facilitating this arrangement with regards to the taxes. Was it a form of thank you for the support your family would have given to the PPP in the lead up to the 2020 elections?
Well,
Could
we
you
did a lot for
clarify?
them, from 2015 to 2020. No one wanted to be seen with Ali and JAGDEO. No one. They would call me to ask me if Tiwari got a birthday party. Hey, the man and invite me, boys. See who's at that party. They used to write themselves. I was the only one here for them.
But was it a thank you, sir? Was it
I don't
part
know if
of
it's
the
a thank you.
arrangement?
I pay the taxes. I don't know if it's a thank you. I answer a lot of questions.